Well, as you can see, Daithi joins us now along with his father, Martin. Good to see both of you this morning. There's no doubting your father and son, is there? You're like 2 feet in a pond. Look at you.
Is that right,
good to see both of you.
Daithi,
how are you this morning?
Good.
Good.
Okay.
Finding yourself on the TV. Now, you wrote a letter to Santa, didn't you? Can you remember what it said, or have you got something written down there? What did you write?
What does your letter say?
Okay.
Dear Santa, can I please have a retro football kit and a new heart from Daithi?
Good
There
boy,
you go,
good boy.
Daithi.
And the key word there was please. Santa always likes it.
He likes a
it when
please.
children say
He likes
please.
a good boy. So you obviously fancy a retro football kit, and you also want to have have a new heart, because your heart sometimes gives you a bit of trouble, doesn't it? The one you've got now. Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Do with a new one.
You could do with a new one. Martin, he's obviously full of beans and a brilliant son to have, and also a little bit weary because we've got him up early, clearly. What sort of challenges is his current situation giving him?
Well, Daithi's condition, it's very challenging. And,
Daddy.
you know,
Daddy, can I call?
yeah?
You can support yourself. Oh, you want to go
on
into
Minnie?
that?
No.
What do you want?
So
What do you want?
See, I'm not sure what he wants, but he just knows exactly when to interrupt. That's his Daithí. So
Don't worry.
no, Daithi's everyday challenges. The thing is with Daithi, as you can see, and as the viewers at home can see, that Daithi, you know,
Am I really on TV?
You're
right
really
now?
really
on
are.
Really on TV.
You know.
Yeah, all your friends from school will be able to see you. Do you want to give them a wave?
give them a big wave.
Yay! There you go.
All right, go
So
on.
the thing is with Daithi's condition, it's a, you know, you can't really see.
No.
It's a
hidden-
you know,
hidden thing,
everything with Daithi, it's on the inside. And Daithi was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which
What is
means it means basically that he
I
was
don't even
born
know what it
with
means.
half a working heart.
Right.
And because of that, it means he would have half the energy of a normal child, even
Right.
though
This
you can't
morning,
really see
it
that
doesn't
this
look
morning.
that way. Yeah.
But, you know, every day is quite challenging with Daithi, and he can't do the normal things that kids his age can do.
Yeah.
So things that people
Like
might
what?
take for granted, like play football for a very long time, or play in the yard for a very long time.
Or
Yeah.
play
He's-
boxing for a
or
very long
boxing for a very long time, you know. And our Daithi just wants the gift of a new heart so that he can keep up
Get
with his
on with
friends
it.
Because-
and get on with it.
So basically then, repair surgery isn't going to fix it. You need a new heart.
Well, Daithi had repair surgery just down the road in Evelina when he was just 4 days old. And he
That's right.
he had more surgery after that when he was just a few months old. So back then, when Daithi was just born, he was given under a 10% chance of survival. He had to do a few days on an ECMO machine, which is basically life support. And, you know, things weren't looking great then. After those couple of surgeries, Daithi was quite stable. And then we found out the devastating news that he had severe regurgitation, which is basically a hole in his tricuspid valve, which meant that he couldn't get further surgery. And when you find that out, that devastating news is the only chance then. The only chance
Goodness.
is transplant.
So you've been living, you know, on a knife edge, haven't you? I'm sure you've hidden it as much as you can, because he's obviously full of beans and happy and having a lovely family life. And I'm sure you're grateful for every day. But it's challenging. And what's so wonderful is that you haven't just thought about your own family. Well done. That's
You're on
right.
camera.
As I said to my children, Santa is watching, so let's sit up straight. Good boy, very good boy. You probably also, you know, you carried on and campaigned for changes elsewhere, haven't you, for other youngsters and adults to that extent?
Well, that's it. When you're raising awareness for organ donation and paediatric organ donation, you can't...
it means people helping you to get a new heart.
Lending people their hearts.
Yeah.
And everyone back home who's watching this will probably be laughing right now because they know that he knows exactly what that means. But
don't listen to him.
Daithi's also quite the trickster. But you know, the
So
thing
what
is,
change? Okay.
Well, I
let's
tell you
understand.
what this
changes
is,
are you
by the
looking
way,
for?
him mucking about. Sorry, Richard. It's a testimony to how you're keeping him feeling safe even in a precarious situation, which is wonderful. So it's not being rammed down his throat every day. Sorry, Richard.
No, just asking, so what changes then are you looking for? What's limiting about the system now that you want to see improved?
So basically, the thing is now that children wait 2.5 times longer than adults on the gift of a new heart. And basically, you know, when people have such complex conditions, a lot of the time, you know, money can be raised to take people all over the world and to get this specialised treatment. That can't happen here with Daithi and with organ donation and transplantation. What is worth more than £1 million to us is conversations about organ donation, awareness about organ donation, because it's loved ones that make the final decision on organ donation. So if you are registered on the NHS organ donor register, your loved one has the power to overrule your decision. So that's why it's so important. It's equally important to register on the NHS organ donation register than to share your decision with your loved ones. Because of that.
That's what you mean about talking about it, I see.
Yeah.
So that is worth so much to us that, you know, that's worth
your microphone,
anything.
Pat, Dave. You take that off, nobody will be able to hear you.
Daithi.
Would he need
keep that there?
Would he need a child's heart, or would he need could he cope with an adult's heart?
Well, that's the thing with Daithi. He would need the heart of a child, and you know, in the 6 years that we've been campaigning, you know, our end goal is to normalise organ donation, or the talk around organ donation in society, and we want to take that one step further by raising awareness of paediatric organ donation. And it may seem like a lot to ask, but this is the thing. It's the only thing we can ask. We have no other options at this current time. And, you know, there's a certain desperation around it. And I know it may be difficult for, you know, parents to have that conversation, but we've noticed in the 6 years that we've been campaigning, by sharing Daithi's personal story, it's made it that wee bit easier for people, that, you know, that power of storytelling. By sharing, instead of sharing just facts, figures, statistics, we're sharing what it really means to families.
So specifically, let's really focus on this. The people you're talking to are people with children.
Yep.
People with young children who you want to have that conversation. It's parents.
Well, that's it, exactly. And our ask really is that, you know, everyone in the UK considers making an informed decision on joining the NHS organ donor register.
Right.
But there's no age limit to joining the organ donor register. So we would, you know, kindly ask that people consider the whole family joining as a family. If you support organ donation, the whole family can join. And the best thing about it is, it actually does take 2 minutes.
What takes 2 minutes?
It takes 2 minutes to join the organ donor register, and then it takes 2 minutes to have that conversation. So that's kind of our, you know, we know that people will be sitting with their morning coffee now, and our ask this morning is turn to your loved one and just share that decision. Do it. You could do it right now in 30 seconds. Just say, you know, I support organ donation. I would like to be an organ donor. Because the thing is, in organ donation can only happen in about 1% of all deaths. So it's quite uncommon. And
I suppose for many people, it's such a tough thought, isn't it? Thinking the situation you might be in when you're in the position of having to make that decision. But that situation's going to be tough anyway, isn't it? So I guess a conversation to see how you feel about it that might then lead to other lives being saved is the conversation you want to have, really.
Well, we know for a fact, in our unique position, that families have approached us to say that they've donated their loved one's organs because they know Daithi's story. So we know the power of having that conversation. We know that conversation has saved lives, but it has the potential to save so many lives.
Well, you make the most eloquent plea and argument for it, and we really pray that people do what you've suggested and have a conversation and come to what, for you and him, is the right decision. A small thing we can do right here and now is...
We've got a little gift for you.
You're a Liverpool guy, aren't you? Liverpool supporter. Well, this is from the players at Liverpool. It's a goodie Christmas bag, which they say you can open early.
Do you want to have a look and see what's in there?
Oh, my goodness.
And then we might have an extra thing on the way as well, a signed shirt from all the team, which they're still busy signing. So you've got a scarf there. Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, brilliant.
Where do I put this?
Put it on.
You can
Put it on around your neck. That's where
Go
scarves
on,
go.
there you
isn't it?
go. And what else?
I'll be
What
bringing
else?
this
yeah, that's
to
cool.
Chelsea.
You'll be bringing that to Chelsea.
Oh. Water bottle, is that good?
Keep you
And what
hydrated.
else have you got in there? Shall I help
I think
you?
it's an annual. I think it's the Liverpool annual.
Oh, my
Oh, you've
goodness.
got an annual. Oh, you can dig into that. You can get to know even
Have you
more
anything to
facts
say?
about your
Thank
favourite
you.
team there.
And Daithi, who's your
both of you
favourite
are-
Liverpool player? Who's your favourite Liverpool player?
Who is it?
Salah.
Salah, of course.
Then we'll make sure that he is the first person to sign the shirt, OK?
That would be good,
Well,
wouldn't
all,
it?
but the
Would
whole
you like
team will
that?
sign the shirt for you, and you'll get it in a couple of days, all right?
Isn't that amazing?
Cool.
Brilliant. You're both amazing. Good luck to you all. Have the best Christmas you can. And I'm sure it'll be full of giggles and smiles with
Oh,
Daithi
with
around.
this trickster, of
With
course
this
it will.
trickster around, exactly. Lovely to meet you.